Hey, it's Rachel Adelicia from Investment Piece, and I am in yet another part of one of my closets, which is part of the problem or part of the solution, depending on what you're looking at. But it really got me to thinking. Lately, I've been trying to clean out my closet, which I know I do a lot, and we've been talking about that a lot. And then I started this series called, well, Stories from Your Closet or Fashion Stories. We haven't really decided on that name yet, because I'm fascinated about the different things that we have in our closets and the different stories that they tell. But through all that, it's made me realize there's a lot that I hang on to. And there's a lot that we all hang on to. That's fine. That's part of the process. If you read a lot about cleaning out your closet, there are definitely different tips. And, you know, there's like great articles about like how to be a minimalist closet person, or how to bare bones your closet. And I love that idea. And I know I'm not the only one. That's just not for me. Like, I don't know that I will ever be able to have a minimalist closet. I mean, part of it's just that I like things too much. I like the freedom of choosing too much. I think that there's power in being like, today I'm this person and then tomorrow can be something else. And don't get me wrong, I think that a minimalist closet can give that to you. I think that maybe having limited choices is in itself a form of creativity. I definitely think that. It's just maybe not for me, maybe not the way I express myself. I read something this week as I was cleaning out some stuff. Something came across my Instagram feed because everything always pops up at the right time, right? And it was about like what to throw away. And it really got me thinking, and I wanted to have this conversation. If you're on the blog investmentpiece.com, I've actually taken screenshots of what it was said, and I listed it there for you. So please feel free to go over there if you're just on YouTube. It's because what this woman said, I agree with a lot of it. And I'm paraphrasing, but one of the things she said is that, if you haven't worn it in 2 years, get rid of it. And I mean, 2 years is not a hard and fast rule for me. But yeah, I mean, if you haven't worn it in forever and it's not something that you're going to wear again, and it's not something that brings you joy, I'm a fan of getting rid of it. But what really caught my eye, and what I really like has stuck in my mind the whole week, is she said, if you're hanging on to something that's good but not good enough, or you're hanging on to something that's for the person that you want to be, not that you are, or that you see yourself as, go ahead and get rid of it. And I do have to say, I think I agree with that. And what I mean by that is that I think we all get stuck in a lot of ways of how things should look. Like, things should go this way. I should have these things in my closet. And I'm not a fan of that. All of our lives are different. All of our closets are different. And I think that's what's beautiful and wonderful and exciting. So, like, if quote unquote fall staples are like a turtleneck and, I love a gray sweatshirt, great sweatshirts. If that doesn't fit into your life, or that's not something that you are, yeah, you shouldn't have that. And you shouldn't be keeping that around. Even if you want to be the kind of girl that looks good in a gray sweatshirt. I think I've told this story before. It's one of my favorite stories, but Nigella, I think her last name is Lawson. She's the British chef. She has a great TV show all about cream and butter. But she has been interviewed about her closet before, and she keeps saying, oh my gosh, I love suits. And so each year I treat myself to this great suit, and it takes me about 3 months to realize, like, oh my God, I don't wear suits. And I think what's interesting about that is that we all have someone inside that we want to be. That's actually kind of what I thought about, like, when we were thinking about series and telling the stories in our closet, that we all have things that we like can't get rid of because that's someone that we want to be. Now, yeah, I mean, you should probably get rid of those items if it's never going to be you. On the other hand, maybe it's a chance to explore that side of yourself. That's kind of a personal call. More importantly, going back to it's good, but it's not good enough. And this, I think, also we can have like huge discussions about designer and non-designer and where you shop and how you shop and the price points and all this stuff. But like, I think, like, we'll all be like, I'm searching for a perfect like black pant, or I'm searching for a perfect brown boot, or whatever it is. And if you don't have it, we get versions of it that we don't love. Like, for example, like maybe you really want like a great wool pant, and instead you have like 5 pairs of pants that are not wool and not black and not great, and they don't look good on you, but you keep them because it's almost what you have. I do think you should get rid of that stuff. There is something I think about releasing and being like, I'm going to trust that eventually I can save up, or I'm going to get this, or or I'm better than just good enough. Like even in your closet, have those standards for yourself. I know that's a weird jump, but yeah. But going back to like, why can't we get rid of everything? Or what keeps people like me from having a minimalist closet, I guess is really the way to put that. Because there's a part of me, I mean, every time I clean out, I'm like, I'm going to clean out so much stuff. And then I don't. And again, I saw this thing on Instagram and some of it spoke to me and I was like, yes, yes, yes. And then some of it I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Because I think this is what it comes down to. For me, anyway. No matter what you're looking at in your closet, or no matter what you're trying to clean out or you're trying to bring in, I think it's about bringing yourself joy. The pieces that you have should bring you joy. If you're just looking at them, because see, I'm going to tell you, I'm a fan. If you have a special event dress, that's amazing. It's part of my vintage collection. It was actually a Miss Texas dress, and I'm from Texas and I bought it from California, so I live in both places. Anyway, point being, this is very special to me, and no, I don't wear this all the time, but I can't get rid of it because it's a story, and it brings me joy. It's also, one of those things that I look at my closet as part of my art collection, and this is a piece that I wouldn't get rid of, just like I wouldn't get rid of a Monet that I had, I guess you look at art every day. I guess that's a bad analogy, but roll with me. But some of the things you have, you're not going to wear all the time. You're not going to, be that person all the time. But if they bring you joy, why would you get rid of it? And I guess then the question is straddling the line between what brings me joy and what am I just hanging on to? I don't have any answers. I really don't. I clean out my closet enough that I can tell you that there are definitely times when I'm like, get this out. And then I'm times like, oh, everything must stay. So I think it's different for everyone. And maybe it's great that some of us have a lot and some of us can be minimalist closet people. I don't know. But that's what I've been thinking about. And those are some of my thoughts about it. What about you? Tell me. Comments, emails, DMs, slide wherever you need to slide. I'm curious because I do think that what we sometimes overlook is that our closets and what we choose to wear are inherently personal. They're inherently personal because it's how you decide the world is going to see you. And for as much as we, all live in society and we play by society's rules, what you wear is kind of your Crayola box. And so I'm interested in how we all curate our Crayola boxes and what that says about us. In the meantime, I'm going to do my best to clean out, but I'm going to hang on to the pieces that hold me joy. And the pieces that sometimes let me be a little bit different than maybe I am, I'm going to play around with that. I'm going to see if maybe there are sides of myself that I could bring to the forefront or I can show people in different times. And then the pieces that aren't, they're okay, but not good enough. I mean, they're good enough, but not the perfect thing. I'm going to work on letting that go. Join me? Yeah. So thank you for joining Rachel Adelicia. Subscribe, follow, blog, investmentpiece.com. All the socials are Rachel Adelicia. And thanks. Happy Sunday.